We often believe that being a good person is the ultimate goal, that kindness, morality, and virtue are the answers to human suffering. But George Orwell warned us, sometimes goodness can become a trap. Sometimes morality itself can be twisted, manipulated, and weaponized against us. This is the paradox of being a good person, a paradox Orwell spent his life writing about, and one that is more relevant now than ever. George Orwell, born Eric Arthur Blair in 1903, was not born into greatness. He was born into contradiction. His family lived in the shadows of wealth, lower upper middle class, as he called it, close enough to the ruling elite to see its hypocrisy, but not privileged enough to belong to it. As a child at Eton, Orwell saw how morality was often just a mask for cruelty. Boys preached good behavior, but bullying was rampant. Teachers preached discipline while practicing favoritism. It was Orwell's first glimpse into the paradox. Society praises goodness, but rewards power. After school, Orwell joined the Imperial Police in Burma. There he witnessed firsthand the machinery of empire. He enforced laws against locals, laws he secretly believed were unjust. He stood in the uniform of authority, but inside he questioned everything. In his famous essay, Shooting an Elephant, Orwell described killing an elephant against his own conscience, not because it was right, but because the crowd expected it. This was his first great revelation. Sometimes being a good officer meant doing what was wrong. And here lies the paradox. Society tells you to be a good person by obeying, but what if obedience itself is evil? Orwell did not want to be complicit anymore. In 1936, he traveled to Spain to fight against fascism. He believed he was finally on the right side, but war stripped away his illusions. He saw betrayal within the ranks, propaganda twisting truth, allies turning against each other. He nearly died from a sniper's bullet, and when he fled Spain, he realized, even when fighting for good, corruption and power find their way in. Orwell learned that, in the pursuit of goodness, people can justify cruelty, violence, and lies. That's the paradox. Goodness is fragile, easily poisoned. From these experiences, Orwell formed his philosophy. His novels, Animal Farm and 1984, were not just political warnings. They were explorations of morality. In Animal Farm, the animals rise up against tyranny. They believe in justice, equality, and fairness. But slowly the pigs twist morality to serve themselves. The very language of goodness becomes a weapon. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad was not just a slogan, it was a trap. A moral code designed to control, not to free. In 1984, Orwell warned of a world where even thoughts are policed, where to be a good citizen is to betray your neighbor, to deny your senses, to love Big Brother. Here morality is inverted. Goodness is obedience. Evil is independence. This is Orwell's ultimate warning. In a corrupt system, being a good person can mean being complicit in evil. Orwell's warning was not just about totalitarian regimes of the past. It is about us, now. Look around. How often do people stay silent in the face of lies because speaking truth would make them bad? How often do we see morality weaponized, where being a good person means following trends, repeating slogans, or obeying rules we don't believe in? We live in a world where virtue can be performed rather than practiced, where appearing good is often more rewarded than being good, where morality is branded, sold, and marketed. Orwell would ask, are you really good, or are you just obedient? So what does it truly mean to be a good person? Orwell's life suggests this. Goodness is not blind obedience. Goodness is the courage to question. Goodness is refusing to betray truth, even when it costs you. Goodness is not about being liked, but about being honest. The paradox is this. Society may punish you for real goodness. It may call you disobedient, rebellious, even dangerous. But that is the price of integrity. True goodness is not comfortable. It is not easy. It is not safe. Orwell died young at only 46, but his words live on, sharper than ever. He understood the paradox, that morality can be corrupted, that goodness can be manipulated, that society can use our conscience against us. But he also left us with a choice. You can choose the comfort of being good in the eyes of the system, or you can choose the courage of being good in truth. And maybe, just maybe, that is Orwell's final warning to the world. If you want to be truly good, you must be willing to stand alone.